Shorty wanna ride with me after seeing her eyes, now she watching me. She's in the squares, the candy on the rose grave. All this money, all they got to see my piece of check. Shorty wanna ride with me after seeing her eyes, now she watching me. She's in the squares, the candy on the rose grave. All this money, all they got to see my piece of check. Top gun, what I'm needing in my Cadillac. 84 bumper kid, pop, torn belly crack, smoking hot, going up, jamming on my smooth tape, getting rich, shining hard, gripping on my pole, but good brain, weird, shining like a chandelier, diamonds all up in my grill, representing what it is, if you drop body paint, ceiling white body key, if you want a bird, 36, 17, a B, break it down, cook it up, cook it with that butter, cut, crumble, get it fucked up, how you did a good nut, fly to clean my lap truck, let the seat back up, I ain't tripping on no bullshit, bitch, I wanna get some. Shorty wanna ride with me after seeing her eyes, now she watching me. She's in the squares, the candy on the rose grave. All this money, all they got to see my piece of check. Shorty wanna ride with me after seeing her eyes, now she watching me. She's in the squares. The candy on the rose grave. All this money, all they got to see my piece of check. It's the change, the gangsta hands, the alligator shoes with the belts to match. Yeah, you put it in my lap with the back on slant. Got a slanted eye and the back is fat. Bone grill, wood wheel, and my belt recline. Your shit a sloppy jalopy, it ain't nothing like mine. Made the house to be the boss, so I'm a boss in this bitch. Splitting money, say honey, I ain't giving you shit. She can help me get paid, baby, ball with me. When you down with the trills, that's the way it's gonna be. My car feeling like a house, so the girl wanna stay. I be calling the bitch, and she be calling me baby. Shorty wanna ride with me after seeing her eyes, now she watching me. She's in the squares, the candy on the rose grave. All this money, all they got to see my piece of check. Shorty wanna ride with me after seeing her eyes, now she watching me. She's in the squares, the candy on the rose grave. All this money, all they got to see my piece of check. Money, got me shining so stunning. Don't trick, stop playing with me, dummy. High on the left, big broken properties. Keep your fucking ass broken, might be filled with disease. Niggas think I'm moving keys, cause I got so many keys. Renting cars, rental cars, to a row, eating fees. That was over your head, like the new Trill Cast. Clear slide on the beach, muscle shirts to match. I'm a player ass nigga, been about my bread. But she already equates to some fire ass head. I'm talking caps of great store, I'm childish in the bitch. I don't mean no disrespect, bitch, flip my big.
Yeah, man, hey, we gonna down there and play that whole thing. I'm talking about perpetuation like from old folk. And the reason why it has arrived on iTunes and all these other places where the streams count. You know what I mean? So it has arrived on iTunes and all these other places where the streams really count. Welcome back to the Trill Cast. We had a Trill Cast perpetuation earlier today, which lasted for the amount of 2 hours. And give yourself a pat on the back if you came to class earlier for the 2 hours that we were on. Okay, Jesus Trevino and Zay Sanchez is in the building. We normally don't have trolls, so their job is very easy. Their job is very easy. We're talking about a few things tonight. We're talking about a few things. Hold on 1 second. Let me send this text. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. My bad, folks. We had big business going on. We have to perpetuate. There's big business going on. Brandon Tillery off in the building, man. I called you Brian Tillery earlier, man. I called you Brian Tillery earlier, but I'm not gonna disinfect. I made a mistake. Hold on, I just seen some beautiful soup come through. Okay, yeah, that was Brandon Tillery. We called him Brian Tillery early. He come with the big $5 soup. That's what we talking about, man. Let's get this thing started, man. Yeah, so what we talking about today, man, let's just get straight to it. We ain't got to wait on nobody, man. Hit them like buttons at the same time. Yeah, Jesus Trevino, that's what I'm talking about, man. Put that fever on them, man. Put that fever on them for the flavor, man. Put that fever on them for the flavor. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, soup back to back, man. Hey, man, this channel has value, man. Someone said earlier, this is value-tainment. But here's what I'm talking about. Brian is my uncle. Okay. Yeah, I remember he plays the guitar or something. He used to be with BB King or Bobby Blue Bland. I remember, see, I got a good memory. But what I'm talking about today is this. If you don't get recognized the way you feel you deserve, if you're not recognized the way you feel you are deserved in life, there's a couple of things going on. There's a couple of things going on. Come on. And we're going to get to it. See, sometimes you believe you're going hard. You're really going hard. Okay, that's Larry. But who are you gauging yourself with? For instance, let's say locally, you're from a small town and you're doing, I'm going to take it out of the rap category. Let's place it in another category. You're slabbing out cars. Let's say that you're slabbing out cars. So your competition locally, everybody has the same mindset of, I want the baddest car. So you're competing with one another to slab out your vehicles, but you're only going to go as far as your research. So the individual who only looks in his own mind and imagination to say, I'm going to put disc and Vogues on my car, I'm going to put Ashantes, or I'm going to put whatever. You're making a slab. So let's stick to the spoke rims. You're making a slab. So I'm going to put these spokes, I'm going to put 32s, or I'm going to put 84s, or I'm going to put 86s on my whip. Also, I'm going to paint my whip. And what I've seen other people riding around doing, they put a fifth wheel in the grip. And I'm done. Well, you may think that you're at the top of your game because you're only competing with the locals. What about the person who has traveled, seen different slabs in different cities, also read magazines, also does his research online, and now he's being very descriptive of how he's going to make his slab? So while you're in your garage thinking, "Ooh, I'm finna pull out this badass slab," you know what I'm saying? You got bang in it. You finna pull this out, and you shitting on boards. But you had a limited imagination of how you wanted your shit to come out. So in your mind, you think you went hard. But here's this motherfucker coming down, candy. Went to the latest paint man that put the candy on boy's frame. I'm talking about he found the glassiest Vogues that he can. He ain't get gorilla pokers, but he got how could I say? He got the medium ones. He didn't get the crazy ones. He got the mid ones. He got the mid. And he poked out. And he got screens. He got stereo. He got everything. He got motherfucking navigation on that bit. He got OnStar. He coming down. He went hard as fuck, and he spun a lot of money. So you might pull out thinking, "Oh, I'm finna get really recognized for what I do." But it might be a minimal of applause. But the nigga who put all that extra thought into it, went hard as fuck, didn't leave no stone unturned, he gets all this. So basically, he got the recognition that you thought you deserved. So what does this tell you? If you don't get recognized when you think you're going hard as hell, there's a few answers to it. Don't quit. Don't stop. Go harder. I know sometimes we feel exhausted and we feel like we've exhausted every resource. We've done everything that we can. But it's not true. So when you feel you're not being recognized for your efforts, get some rest. and come back out and go harder. Somebody, you are gonna make a ripple in the wave. You are gonna make a ripple in the wave. But if you swinging and pedaling and doing what you got to do, but the wave is only like this, well, guess what? You got some motion in the ocean. You got some motion in the ocean. Now, if you feel you're doing all you can do and the water is just still and calm, you might be in the wrong lake. You might be in the wrong ocean. It may be something in that ocean that makes that water still and calm. Switch oceans and go hard. Apply pressure. You're gonna make a ripple in the wave. Then one day those fucking waves are gonna start crashing up against the dam. Then you're gonna master it. You're gonna play with water. You're gonna master it. It's gonna look like you're holding water in your hands, juggling it. But if you stop, if you quit, you'll never reach that self-mastery. You'll never see the rewards from your work. A lot of people started with me when I started back with this YouTube. And I came and I said, it's gonna be hard, but we're gonna fight. We need 4,000 watch hours. We need this. We need that. But we're gonna stay here for the fight. And day in and day out, we perpetuate it. We put brick after brick in the wall. We put brick after brick in the wall. And here it is today. Not so long after. We sitting up here needing 4,000 watch hours in a matter of 12 months. I'll tell you what 4,000 watch hours is equivalent to. Excuse me.
Let's go.
4,000 watch hours, if I'm not mistaken, is equivalent to 60,000 views. That's it.
Let's go.
4,000 watch hours is equivalent to you receiving 60,000 views. And that 60,000 views can be on one video. It's kind of semi-viral. It can be on multiple videos. But if my math is correct, 4,000 watch hours is the equivalent of 60,000 views. So today, when we look at my views, I had a goal at the beginning of the month. I wanted to receive 100,000 views in under 30 days. And I found a formula and I kept perpetuating. Nobody really knew what I was doing until the end when I started announcing it on Facebook. No one knew what I was doing until the end when I started announcing it on Facebook. But I exceeded my expectations. Instead of 100,000, the month ain't even out. I'm at 103, almost 104 immediately. So basically, what I'm saying to you directly is, if you feel like Damn, I sounded country in the motherfucker. I sounded like I was from Texas. If you feel like you are not getting the recognition you deserve, all I can tell you is this: go harder. Go harder. Push, fight, grind, battle. Now, if you feel as if you're exhausted, if you feel exhausted, take a break. Take a break and regroup, and then come back out even harder. You are going to make a difference. You are going to make a ripple in the wave. I don't care what genre, what area, what business. I don't care what business you are in, what field you are in. Go harder. You're gonna make a ripple in the wave. Ladora McCall. Consistency is the key. Nabina. I like saying that name. Nabina. I like saying that name. Salute to you. But go harder. I can't express this to you enough. Go harder. Grind hard. And while you're grinding hard, I have to say this. Hit the like button. Keep your faith. While you're pushing and grinding hard, keep your faith. When there's rainy days where things are not going right or not going well, you have to understand something. And please get this. Get this in your cranium. I'll say it once, once only. Now, I might say it again. But there was a time in my life where there was so much uncertainty. There was so much uncertainty. And I was in a very devious hood. I was in a very devious hood. And so I was staring off into space, just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Because it was so much. I was surrounded by so much bad. I was surrounded by so many letdowns. Just to be blunt, I was surrounded by death. I was almost like afraid to answer my phone because I didn't know what kind of bad news was on the other side of the phone. It's almost like every other week somebody was calling me with somebody died or some bad news was taking place. And I was like blown away. I was lightheaded. I was not focused. I was like, where is it coming from next? And I guess you could see it on me the way I was moving. Because here I am in this very devious, treacherous hood, and I'm chilling. I'm from this type of environment. But there's a woman next to me in a black Escalade. And she's a very old, frail white lady with her diamonds on and shit. And she pumping her gas. And she noticed me. And she speak to me. And she asked me, how are you doing? And I just fly off the mouth, kind of like just really disorientated. Oh man, I guess I'm all right. And so she like, what do you mean by that? You're alive, ain't you? And I say, yes, ma'am, I'm alive, this and that, this and that. She say, well, you got to be happy for that because it could be worse. I said, yes, ma'am, you right, you right. So she like, what's bothering you? What's bothering you? And so I tell her, I say, ma'am, there's a bad storm has hit my area. There's a lot of death from people I know and love has passed on lately. And I just don't understand what's going on. I feel like my life is up in the whirlwind. And she said multiple things, but this is what stuck with me. She said, baby, in life, on our journey, you're either in a storm, you're either going into a storm, or you're coming out of a storm. I'll say that again. You're either in a storm, you're going into a storm, or you're coming out of a storm. This is life's cycle. This is many years ago. This is over 15 years ago. And I remember that old lady's words. I swear to God, I'm feeling like that's what I'm going through. You are. But here's the kicker. It's how you respond. You are prepared, but because you know you're either in it, you're about to go in it, or you're coming out of it. You are prepared because now you know this. And we win in the end. It's already predestined. We win in the end regardless. Let me see. Somebody say, back in the gap. Let me see what that say. Let me see. I want to read that. Man, I had an episode like that back in the gap. Boom, boom, boom came to me at a gas station and gave me a Bible. And that made me start reading it and read some scriptures. That's what's up. I've been fighting storms too long. Finally found my way out. That's what's up. It's tough to get out of a rut. But if there's a will, there is a way. And you get out of that rut and get to bigger and better things. Now, I don't care how long the messages are. Do what you do. But I want you guys to understand something. That's the cycle of life. So when you're out of that storm, kick your feet. Kick your feet and fight hard than a motherfucker, because the cycle of life will bring another storm. Here's where you lose. I just came out of a storm and it's really quiet. I'm just watching and praying. Fight. When the storm is over, be prepared for another. It's a cycle. Here's the kicker. If you're prepared, your response is different. See, when somebody is unaware, when somebody's a childlike being and they don't understand the cycle of life or cause and effect, when a storm comes, they respond to it wrong. They become, oh, poor me. Oh, why me? Why not you? You're amongst the living. You are amongst the living and the breathing. Therefore, you will be subjected to a storm. You follow? Because you are amongst the living, you will be subjected to some kind of storm. There's no way around it. But how will you respond? How will you respond? Some blows are going to be very impactful. Boom! They're going to blindside you. They're going to knock the wind out of you. They're going to break you down to your knees. They're going to stress you out. They're going to flat out make you cry. Some storms are going to make you scream. Some storms are going to make you yell. Some are going to make you whimper. Some are going to make you whimper, sob. But no, it will come to an end. You will come out of it. Who knows the duration? But you will arrive out of it. But you will go into it. You will be in a storm of life. Be prepared. Have your response prepared. Stay faithful. Stay positive. Do all you can to survive. Do all you can to survive. Don't die on your feet. Never be a motherfucker who on your feet. Oh, I give up. Bet you on your feet. You're not on your back. You're on your fucking feet. You should not be moved. Thank you, God, for the strength. Strengthen my faith. God, I'm weary. Strengthen my faith. Lead me and guide me. And keep standing. When it's over and it's completely over, I don't know what you can do then, because I'm a witness of the living. I'm a witness of the living. I don't know what's on that other side. I don't know your battle on that other side. But if you human being like I'm a human being, I know what you subjected to here on earth. If you're a human being like I'm a human being, I know what you subjected to. Oh man, yeah, okay. They put me back on now. They restored my faith. Hold on, goddamn. They must don't like what they're looking at. I'm gonna give them something to look at. Let's give them something to talk about. Yeah, let's give them something to really look at, goddamn. You two bump my motherfucking ass. Shit, look at this. Look at that YouTube. That bitch that nigga think he a whole motherfucker. That bitch that nigga think he a whole motherfucking king, man. Come on, man. That nigga think he a whole motherfucking king, goddamn. YouTube, that nigga think he a whole motherfucking king. They bumped the nigga ass off. Shit, I'm back. But yeah, so all I can tell you is we all go through the same thing, just in different times. We all, hey, that's one thing we can look forward to. We all experience the same stuff, just in different times. Any emotion you experience, you can trust and believe that another human being experiences it. I don't care how much money that individual has. I don't care the status of that individual. We are all human beings. At the end of the day, we experience all the same shit, just at different times. And we disguise it well. We disguise it well. But all I want to say is keep going hard. I got some other stuff I'd like to talk about. I want to talk about reminding yourself daily. To remind yourself daily that while you're in these storms, so forth and so on, coming in them, out of them, going in it, whatever. Remind yourself daily or affirmate daily, your breakthrough is coming. Remind yourself daily, my breakthrough is here. I don't care if you sound retarded to yourself. I don't care if you sound stupid to yourself. But you tell yourself daily, my breakthrough is coming. You tell yourself daily, my breakthrough is here. You follow? I'm just giving you some tips from the king, man. I'm just giving you some tips from the king, man. I'm talking about something that works. I'm talking about some manifestation. I'm talking about something that works. But put that in your hat and smoke it. Also, I want you all to understand this. It does take a village. It does take unity. It takes a meeting of the mind. Because black and brown people, let me explain something to you. Black and brown people, let me explain something to you. My breakthrough is here. Amen. Come on. My breakthrough is here. My breakthrough has arrived. And I don't want you to say it just saying it and not believing it. I want you to experience how it makes you feel to imagine your breakthrough is in your grasp. I want you to imagine your breakthrough is in the palm of your hands and experience that feeling of rejoice, happiness, accomplishment, love, completion, thankfulness. Thank you, God. My breakthrough is in my hands. Act as if you've received it. And when you verbally profess it, or when you mentally say it in your mind, because we can talk to ourselves without speaking verbally, and we can hear ourselves. So inside of your mind, thank you, Jesus. My breakthrough is here. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, cut. Come on, let's go. You're going to love it. You're going to love it, Herbert. Gina Bina, if you give it a try, I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Y'all, some of y'all remember who I'm mimicking. Some of y'all remember who I'm mimicking. Oh, yeah, you're going to love it. Jesus Trevino, you're gonna love it. I'm telling you, who am I mimicking? But yeah, that's what I wanted to tell y'all about that. You know, we got to mix in a little bullshit and a little cool shit. You know, we got to mix in a little bullshit and a little cool shit. But right now, this ain't really bullshit. This is trill shit. This is real shit. Black and brown people, our wealth is very disproportionate, very inadequate, unreasonable, lopsided. Our wealth is absurd, biased, foolish, illogical, inconsistent, stupid, wrong, off the wall. Did I say inadequate? Yeah, I said that there. That's our wealth. So even though we're enjoying life, we must spend a percentage of our lives on this journey figuring out the secrets to help us come in power and have a hand and bridge the wealth gap and get our hands on some generational wealth. It's going to take some research. It's going to take some understanding. It's going to take some reading, some classes, some courses, some networking. It's going to take all of these things. It's going to take you to expand yourself. When you're learning, when you're growing, sometimes it hurts because you don't understand what's happening to you. But you are expanding. You're becoming expansive as an individual. How does one become expansive? I'm not saying expensive. I'm saying able to expand, expansive. How does one become expansive? I'll tell you. Being placed in uncomfortable positions that make you have to figure it out. Being placed in situations where you have to use your brain. Having no way out will cause your mind to start thinking of ways out. Don't get too comfortable. Enjoy life. But understand, there's a hell of a wealth gap. Very disproportionate. And that also leads me to my next subject. Some of us would like to believe that these younger individuals out here are products of the wealth gap. And I believe that to be true. For instance, the lack of the empathy of a human life perpetuated by our young Black males. The lack of concern, the lack thereof compassion, the lack thereof love. Huh? How is this individual formed? We see these days our little brothers and sisters gunned down in a vicious way, in a very treacherous way, in a very volatile, violent way. And it makes you wonder, is this the products from our disproportionate wealth gap? Is this what was created by the wealth gap? I believe a percentage has something to do with that. But I ask unto you tonight to ponder. Could this be Jacob's ladder? Could this be experiments that you were unaware of that's been perpetuated on the younger mind by the designer drugs, by the messages, the subliminal messages in the music and in the movies, in the video games? What about the ones that were locked away in facilities at a young age? Detention centers, boys' homes, youth prisons. What is the conditioning going on mentally? What's being molded? What is that type of mind consuming at home when looking at his protector, his mother or his father? What's being done to that child that creates a heartless, uncompassionate killer? I ask you, could it be Jacob's ladder? Could it be some invisible conditioning that we're so busy with our personal lives that we can't recognize it? I just posed that question. I don't have the answer. Come on! I just posed that question. Put something on your mind to think about. It's just something to think about. I also seen today, now here's a little bit of the bullshit. I was on Instagrams and I came by a video of two young individuals, maybe around early 20, filming themselves having relations on a live and upload it to Instagram. What is the mindset of these younger individuals? Now, don't get me wrong. As a little child, we did the frisky thing. We experimented early. But I can't remember thinking, ooh, I want to make a videotape of this and spread it around. We have to dig deeper into the mindsets of our children. What's perpetuating these actions? The music, the ratchetness, the lack of parenting, the lack of teaching, the lack of understanding. Who knows? I just pose a question. I just pose a question. Give you something to think about. Moving right along, we're going to go to my next subject. My next subject is basically about a movie while we're talking about younger individuals. Who has seen the movie The Blue Lagoon? I ain't talking about the new one. I ain't talking about the remake. I'm talking about the very first. If you're still awake in class, I know this subject, boys and girls, is monotone and melodramatic, but it's necessary and it's needed. We're going to get to some of the hooping and the hollering and the bullshit. Just give me 1 minute. Who's seen the first Blue Lagoon? We're going to need some crowd participation on this one. Who's seen the first Blue Lagoon? Let me see. Daryl, I know you've seen the first Blue Lagoon. Who seen the first Blue Lagoon with little Brooke Shields? I haven't seen that movie before, Easy, but I'll check it out. You're going to be in for a treat. Now, I don't know how you're going to view it, but you're going to be in for a treat. There's a remake to the Blue Lagoon. Yeah, we're not talking about the remake. That's just like them trying to remake Scarface. You got it right the first time. You know what I mean? Okay. Gina Bina says she's seen the first. Now, let me tell you, I had to watch it again as an adult. Because as a little child, I didn't have these mature thoughts. Now I'm able to put it all together. This movie was perpetuating some bullshit. There was a little soft porn in that video, in that movie. There was some perpetuation of pedophilia in that movie. And I don't know how and why the parents of that little child would allow them to do that. Brooke Shields, little beautiful little thing, cute as a button, was 14 years old when they dropped that record. When they made that movie, Brooke Shields was 14 years old. And they showed her nakedness from head to toe. They did everything besides bust it open and show her could go. But they showed that little child naked all throughout that movie. Now, that was back in the day. And them good white folk in control of that bullshit. But I don't know no parent that will allow a little 14-year-old child to be sexualized in that way. I got a daughter, 14 right now. I got a beautiful little daughter, 14 right now. But ain't no amount of money will give me the okay to say my child can be sexualized like that for the whole world to see. Oh yeah, couldn't. The whole world seen that. The whole world seen that there. And there was some parts of the movie as a little child I didn't understand. You understand? There was parts of the movie where there was racism involved. Oh yeah, couldn't. Come on, let's go. He gonna tell them about it. There was parts on the movie where racism was involved. And I'll tell you how. When they landed on that island, they would hear these bongos play. You follow? They hear these bongos play. It happened ever so often. But as the movie progressed, they started to hear these bongos play with a little enchantment. And nosy as they were, they traveled about 60 seconds or a little bit more to this statue. It was a statue. Looked like a statue that you offered sacrifice. Oh yeah, cousin. You offered this statue sacrifice. So they hear the little old boom, 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 boom. And then minutes later, they will head on over there and they see blood and guts. But they wouldn't see nobody. Then they gone back by their business. And they gone back over on the front side of the island where they live. They got a whole little make-ready house over there. And they be fishing and climbing trees, getting bananas and coconuts. They live in a whole motherfucking tropical life over there. But you say, Heezy, how did you spot racism in the movie? Well, when they finally played the bongos, boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, boom, and you heard the enchantment, they traveled that 60 seconds or better to that ceremonial place, to where that statue was. And Lilla Brooke Shields identified that statue as God. I don't know how she put that together, bless her little heart. Lilla Brooke Shields identified that statue as God. But this time, the little boy went over there because he heard the boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, boom. And what he witnessed was frightening. He witnessed some kind of tribe of dark-skinned people that had tattoos on their face. And they was carrying a sacrifice to the ceremonial place where the statue was believed by Lilla Brooke Shields to be God. And right in front of that little blonde-haired, blue-eyed white boy eyes, them black people chopped the nigga head off. Come on, man. Come on, let's go. That's the only role these niggas had in the movie, man. The only role these niggas had in the movie, man, was them sacrificing one of their own. Now, if that ain't no racist bullshit, you mean tell me them niggas couldn't cook a motherfucking fish in the movie? You know what I mean? These niggas couldn't participate with them little. I would have been more excited and elated if these niggas would have ate them kids. You did. I would have been more excited and elated if they would have caught them. I would have been excited if they captured them little motherfuckers and bathed them and fed them and them motherfuckers just disappeared. You ain't even had to show them. You ain't even have to show them eating the motherfuckers. Just show that, hey man, boom chicka boom, boom chicka boom. Now you see his blonde motherfucker house somewhere and shit, they gone. So yeah, you might want to check that out. How much is some slides? Okay, I'll tell you in a minute. You might want to check that out. The Blue Lagoon. Oh yeah, yeah. All right, where else we going? Oh yeah, this right here is some crazy shit. All right, this right here is some crazy shit. I came across this and I thought I would just add this to my teachings tonight. Rodeo, what it is, man. Yeah. That movie was something else. But look, this right here got bias. I know a lot of y'all didn't see this. It just popped up on my feed because I follow so many people. I'm privy to a lot of shit before you see it because I follow a lot of people and people follow me. So I get to see shit. You did? So this comes from April. Now this is going to knock your socks off. This is going to knock your socks off. Hydra Johnson. Now, Chinese authorities seized over 7,200 human penises on a cargo ship from Nigeria. Come on. Let me say that again. Chinese authorities seized over 7,200 human penises on a cargo ship from Nigeria. So the origin is so said to allegedly be Nigeria. But the seizure took place by the Chinese. So you telling me some no good dick watching ass motherfuckers, they say in Nigeria, is over there whacking niggas' dicks off. There need to be a mass investigation of, are these participants willing? You understand? You follow? Or is these people being lured and captured and maimed and dead and buried? But we got some shit to think about tonight, boy. I'm gonna put some thoughts on your motherfucking head tonight. It's going down tonight. The origin. Think about it. Oh, they caught all these dicks in the box. You know what I mean? They caught all these dicks in the box. Dick in the box. 72,000 wee-wees. Now, the Chinese seized these motherfuckers. The Chinese seized these motherfuckers. Do you know what I mean? So, where are the owners of these penises? It's my question. That's my question. Where are the owners of these Johnsons? That's the investigation that need to be launched. Now, I ain't saying that nigga gonna be able to go to a motherfucking dick line up and be like, nigga, that's my dick right there, nigga. Niggas gonna be in there lying like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Niggas gonna be in there lying like a motherfucker. Can you identify this dick? Nigga gonna be, yeah, that's my shit right there. Nigga, nigga, hey, that's my shit right there, fool. Put that bitch back on. But now, where are these people? What type of island of Dr. Moreau shit is that? That's some fucking sick shit. They were gonna probably turn them into dildos. I don't know what type of sick, crazy shit is that. So now you telling me y'all got 7,200 wee-wees in the evidence room, stinking like a motherfucker. Now y'all got 7,000 wee-wees. Y'all got them bitches on ice, stinking like a motherfucker. Now I don't know what the fuck they gonna do with that shit. I've been also seen a lot of videos of Oriental people catching rats, skinning the shit out of them motherfuckers and deep frying them bitches. Now, if I had to do some guessing, I think somebody got a restaurant over there called DNR. Somebody got a restaurant over there called DR. Not Death Row. Snoop Dogg ain't got shit to do with that. I think they got a restaurant over there called DCR. No, let's just say DNR. And I think their main dish is a combination of dicks and rats. It don't take a motherfucking rocket scientist to figure that shit out. 7,000 wee-wee in the evidence room. You got me fucked up. Them niggas deep frying them motherfucking dicks and rats together and putting that shit on the plate, slanging that shit for 3 yen. Them niggas putting that shit on a motherfucking decorative plate, slanging that shit for 3 yen, my nigga. So I just wanted to put that shit on y'all mind tonight. My main message, I gave it earlier. The rest of this shit is just like dicks and rats. You follow? I gave y'all my main message earlier. The rest of this shit is just dicks and rats. But this is the world we live in. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Hey, my brother, there's a party tonight. Come on, drink up, my brother. Drink up, my brother. I'll get you some pussy. Bad bitches giving up kagogi and shit. You buck naked. And they didn't put something in your drink and you done passed out. You wake up buck naked. That's a goddamn shame, Wayne. Black sausage gumbo. It's a goddamn shame. You wake up and shit, and when you finally wake up, and first thing you gonna do is reach for your dick. That's just how that's how niggas is. When niggas buck naked, niggas reach for their dick. And you fuck around and wake up, you buck and you reach for your dick and that bitch gone. Couldn't imagine. So like I said, the message in this video, I gave it earlier. The rest of this shit is just dicks and rats. Protect your dick, bro. These niggas want you deep. Deep ball, god damn. Tip Nigeria. I'm asking. Okay, I be seeing all kind of Africans and shit. I'm gonna ask a Nigerian about that shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck that type of shit got to do? What the fuck, who's the fuck you know what I'm saying? Because everybody know the legend of their city or their little town or everybody know about, Texas Chainsaw Massacre and shit. You did Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Niggas that fucked around became Nigerian Chainsaw Dick Master. Come on, man. They're making eunuchs. The gods for the pharaohs in history, they made themselves, show loyalty to the pharaoh. I think they stealing them niggas dick. I don't think them niggas volunteering. I think they steal it. You know what I mean? I think they stealing that shit. They didn't fuck the pharaoh's wife. I think Pharaoh and them was having them niggas castrated. I think they was fucking around eliminating the motherfucking competition. I seen that shit. I think they was eliminating the motherfucking competition. You know what I mean? Like, hey, here's some sacred shit. I want you to put your dick on this chopping board. Show your loyalty to me. Boy, fuck you. Shit, nigga. I'm gonna fuck that bitch as soon as I can. Nigga, you got me down here, nigga. I'm poor and broke than a motherfucker. You gonna put me around this good smelling ass motherfucking queen, nigga. Nigga, I want that kagogi, nigga. You crazy. I ain't chopping off a motherfucking thing, nigga. You can chop off my motherfucking pinky, nigga, on some loyalty shit. Nigga, you can chop off my motherfucking pinky toe, but goddamn, nigga, you want me to chop off my motherfucking man? Oh no. I got to go. Probably said too much, but I just wanted to come fool with y'all because I was cool with y'all. Perpetuate the outro. Give y'all some shit to think about. Give y'all some shit to think about. Appreciate y'all coming. And y'all always show out when company comes. It's your boy Hezeleo. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. And it's gonna do what it's gonna do. Know I'm talking about. Long live the pimp. And Mama West. Free young pimp. I want to say one more thing though. Trillgear.biz. The black hats or running low, it's dog titties. Get in where you fit in, baby. Get in where you fit in.